Hi, I'm Liv. I am here to tell you about the Thrifty Notion May Featured Fabrics collection. This month's theme is making friends. We mean that in two ways. Making new friends is tough as a grown-up. You really have to try. It's like dating. You have to go on dates and make time for each other. It's a whole thing. And it's hard. Slightly easier is making friends, like little friends. So we have, as part of this collection, we have these little guys that came in with some donations. They're just bunny and cat blanks, so you can make them little outfits and decorate them. We will also be including things like books and patterns in this collection that have to do with doll making or plushies. So just a little different this month, but we thought it was kind of cute. All right, so on to the fabrics. Here we go. Let's start with our synthetics. So this one's a blend. I'm just going to start with it because I'm afraid it's going to fall over if I don't deal with it first. We based the fabric names on famous friends this month. So this is Rose. It's an acrylic blend. Can you guess where I'm going with that name? So Rose is an acrylic blend suiting. It's just nice. It feels good. It's nice and soft. Many sweaters these days are made of acrylic because it is a nice soft fiber. So you've got good drape. You could do basically any kind of suiting kind of garment, skirts, slacks, trousers. Slacks and trousers are kind of the same thing. Anyway, you could do a little bit of home deck with this, pillows or something. All right. I'm a little slow in the getting going. Usually I film these in the morning. I have afternoon brain, so it's a whole different beast. These are all just going to go completely out of order as far as what friend group these different things belong to. This one's called Ross. It's just kind of a poly shirting. It's just a really lightweight, almost sheer, fun little thing that could be used for blouses. I'm thinking like a ruffly sundress. You could look like a daffodil and that would be adorable. This one's called Cher. It's a vintage, slubby kind of poly cotton blend. Maybe it's just polyester. No, I think it's a poly cotton. It might be 100% cotton. I didn't write it on here because I'm silly. Kelly will put it in the little thing, wherever that is, and it'll tell you what it is. Just a fun, slubby fabric in a nice, happy yellow. This one's called Dion. It's a sheer, kind of a shirting. Fairly sheer, you can see. Again, floaty, fluffy dresses. This one's called Michelle. It is a sheer, crinkle, metallic, shimmery organza. So costumes or just really pretty dresses. If you go out in the sunshine in this one, you are going to shimmer and shine. Be magical. This one is called Nemo. It's a kind of a faux shantung satin. So one side looks more like a silk shantung. The other side is more shiny, more satiny. So you can kind of go either way on this one. Nice, fairly fluid drape. So this is more for things like formal wear. This one's called Christina. It's a poly cotton shirting, but it's got this really pretty sort of lacy cutout or open weave pattern to it. So it'll make a very pretty blouse or dress. Just a nice, happy, springy fabric. This one's called Louise. It's very simple. This is just a basic, and it's for making basics. It is an ivory poly cotton shirting. You can use this one to do just about any kind of blouse, button up. It's great for doing kind of test garments because it is just a very simple and inexpensive fabric for you to make shirts out of. We just happen to have an awful lot of it, so I thought we'd bring it to everybody's attention. Here's another one of those kind of floaty, sheer, open weave fabrics. This one's called Joey. More gauzy, sunny, springy dresses right here, or blouses. All right, this is Phoebe. You might be able to guess why we named it that. No other name seemed to fit. So this is a French terry. It is poly rayon with spandex. So you can see super stretchy in all of the directions. This is your loungewear bestie. So sweatpant kind of things, little jackets. It is a kind of a thin sweatshirt material. I am not doing this very well. This is so awkward. All right, Phoebe, stand up. Very fluid, very stretchy. Doing 2 layers at a time. Stretchy, stretchy. Happy, happy fabric. It's just fun. It's just fun. Man down. We can probably edit that out. This is just a fairly simple poly cotton jacquard. So you can see it's got this damask pattern woven into it, so that's kind of a pretty texture woven in. This makes me think tablecloth, so I would probably lean a little more home dec. You could probably get away with like a jacket or some sort of formal garment, but it's gonna read wedding probably. I don't know, prove me wrong. Like, do you have ideas for this beyond home dec and weddings? I'd love to see them. It can be used for clothing. It's just, I am stumped as to what I would make with it. This one is called Thelma. All right, this is just a poly cotton like chambray. Really nice shirting, very versatile. It'll be durable and it's pretty lightweight. So good for this upcoming warm weather. It's already getting muggy around here. We went straight from cold to just muggy. Good times. Oh, I forgot the name. This is Meredith. All right, we've got another poly rayon spandex, but this one is a jersey. The other one was more of like a sweatshirt material. This is also a burnout, like laser burned out fabric. This one's called Rachel. So the parts that are burned out are sheer. And because it is a rayon, it is very fluid. Because it has spandex, it's stretchy in all the directions because that's what spandex does. So of course, when you hold 4 layers of it together, it's not going to stretch very well. All right, so we're really stretchy like that. We're a little bit stretchy this way too. So I don't know, floaty stuff. It's pretty see-through. You can make a shirt. It'll be a see-through shirt. Okay, this one's called Romy, and it is rayon, and it's kind of a herringbone woven twill, nice and fluid. You could make swishy pants, you could make skirts or dresses. You could also make blouses. Just nice lightweight clothing is what this one's for. This one's called Blanche. It's a rayon batik. So this is the sort of thing you get those beachy sundresses made out of. Also sarongs are made of like a rayon. Often they are also batik or block printed. So it's just fun and pretty, kind of summery. Okay, this is just a very sweet vintage. It's a cotton shirting. You could also use it for quilting. It's just darling. It's just the sweetest. Heirloom sewing would be really cute out of this. There's just really adorable children's clothing. Add a little bit of lace or applique. Very pretty stuff. This one's called Lucy. There is a pen mark somewhere. It's in the notes. Anyway, it'll be in the photos, but it's near the selvage, so you can cut around it. Just kind of giving you a heads up. These fabrics have lived their lives and they have stories to tell. This one had an encounter with an ink pen, but you can cut around it. This one's called Dory. It's Wales. This is just cotton double gauze. So it's really fun for baby swaddles, baby bibs, burp cloths. For grown-ups, it makes really comfy, well, the shirt I'm wearing is double gauze. So it makes really comfy like button-up or woven t-shirts. It's just, I don't know, it breathes. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just comfortable. So that one's called Dory. This one's called Chandler. It's a regular gauze, so just 1 layer of gauze. And it has been pre-washed, so you can see it's already very crinkly and pretty see-through. And I am pretty sure that someone dyed this themselves. So it's a really good job. Like it's not, it's a pretty evenly dyed fabric. These are, again, good for kind of breezy, summery things or baby swaddles, comfy things. All right, this is called Ethel, and it is a home deck, and it's cotton. So it's pretty sturdy, pretty chunky. Definitely good for upholstery. You could do some heavy drapes out of it, throw pillows, also bags, purses, those kinds of heavier items. You can see on the back, it's a woven in pattern. So kind of a brocade or jacquard fabric. This is called Dorothy. It's just a really pretty striped woven cotton, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 100% cotton. So this would make really nice sundresses or blouses. It is pretty light and fluid. So floaty summery items from that too. There's a bit of a theme. Okay. This is also cotton. This is giving me slightly Lily Pulitzer vibes. It is not Lily, but it's kind of her colorway. It's not quite bold enough to be a lily, but it's a very pretty cotton. I'm just going to call it a poplin. You could use this for quilting. I think it will also work very nicely for clothing. So just start making sundresses. Just do that. Finally, this looks fairly boring, and it kind of is, except it's hemp, and we so rarely get hemp around here. I thought it would be fun to have a little bit so people can try it out. It's essentially identical to linen. I have no way of telling the difference unless it's written on the bolt. It feels like linen, gets softer and more fluid the more you wash it. And this one is just bleached out white. So you could have fun and do all kinds of dyeing with this one and really have a good time. It is kind of a lighter weight, so it's going to make more breezy, summery goodness, really. I would love to see if you get creative and do any kind of embellishing or dyeing or maybe fabric painting. It's just a nice sort of blank canvas. Or you could do a nice crisp, white colored shirt or something. Lots of potential here from this really cool, really sustainable fiber. All right, that is our final fabric for this collection. Happy sewing!